Right, guys, welcome and welcome back into the channel. So in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at important messages from your guardian demons. Okay, so I do have three piles for you guys to choose from. So we have pile one, pile two, and pile number three. If you guys need more time to pick and choose which pile you feel most drawn to, you guys can go ahead and pause the video now. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile one. All right, pile one, welcome into your reading. So, important messages from your guardian demons. Okay, so I have three pre-pulled oracle cards that I got for you guys. We will be getting extra messages if there's anything else that your guardian demons want you to know with the occult tarot towards the end of your reading. Okay, so let's get into this pile one. Let's start with this card here. So the first card we have the vision. Okay. So with this vision card here, pile one, there's a lot to talk about in this card. I am getting, so this card is actually from the archetypes deck. Um, there's a couple things here. There's different archetype, other cards within this card. Okay, so for an example, we have the mountain. That's an archetype card in this deck. We have the flame. This is reminding me at the bottom here of the seed archetype card. Okay, we also have it looks like a snake here. Okay, so it's reminding me of the Ouroboros. And we have the two hands here, which is kind of reminding me of the maiden archetype card as well from this deck. So a lot going on here, and we have two owls here. It almost looks like reflection, okay? Like there's a pair of everything, okay? And they're facing each other, all right? Things are across from each other, facing each other. I feel for a lot of you, I feel you guys are going through some kind of ascension process, is what I'm feeling, or some kind of state of reflection at this time, or there's a need for you to do this. Okay, so put it where it applies if this is resonating with you. You guys could have specifically two guardian demons that you work with, or there could be just another spirit or being that is around you. It could be an ancestor if you work with your ancestors as well. But there's something here because I'm getting newness, okay, with the seed coming through and the maiden energy. You guys could be planting something new, okay? This could be internally within self because we do have that flame aspect here that I said that is underneath the mountain archetype card here. So there's something within you, there's a flame within you that is about to be birthed, about to be forged through, if you will. Okay. This flame could be literally your vision. Okay. It's a higher perspective. You guys may be getting an increase in your intuition, an increase when it comes to your gifts in general. Okay. Your spiritual gifts when it comes to that, specifically in wisdom. All right. And even though these owls are facing each other, they do look different. If you notice, like the pattern on them, they're different. Okay. So I am getting something here about you guys stepping into the new version of self. I am getting the new version of self. Okay. Something here feels brand new to you, or you're going to be seeing things in a different way. Okay. For some of you guys could have already planted the seed. Okay. What you envision for your life or your guardian demons, what they're saying is there's a need for you, pile one, to envision what it is that you want for your life. Okay. What is it that you want? All right. And plant those seeds and start working on that. Okay. I do see for a lot of you, again, with that Ouroboros coming through, I do see you guys have completed a lot of cycles. This pile, I feel you guys have been through a lot when it comes to just a lot of awakenings, a lot of transcending. Okay. So let's get into your other cards. Let's see what else that you guys got. And we have Spirit Awakening. Sit with your shadows. It's the way to enlightenment. Intuition and spirituality are the keywords here. Okay. Some of you could be being called to meditate. Maybe now is a good time for meditation. But again, I am seeing something here with reflection. Something here with reflection. Planting a seed. If there's something that you want to manifest for your life, that you envision for your life, absolutely do that. Okay. Some of you may be being called to step out of your comfort zone as well. I'm getting that for some of you here because we do have the maiden. And the maiden, she's new, right? Mother Maiden Crone. Okay. But again, you guys are ascending. Your spirit, your intuition, your gifts, you're ascending. Okay. And it does say sit with your shadows. And with this mountain here, a lot of you, you know, again, you could be being called to be in isolation, or maybe you want to know why you're in isolation. This is the reason why for some of you that don't understand. It's because part of this ascension process that you're going through, Pile One, it's a higher level of knowing, higher level of understanding. Okay, you guys are being taught a lot more, a lot of wisdom coming through. You're learning more about self. Okay, and this is helping you to empower and embrace those gifts that you already have within, but it's helping you to bring them out. Okay, enlightenment is the key word here too. So again, being that it is a mountain peak that's depicted in this picture, you know, when you get to the top of the mountain, you see everything, right? So that's exactly what's going on. Your crown chakra is really, really being lit. Like, even though you guys may have a deep connection with your guardian demons now, it's going to be even deeper. You're going to be even more connected, okay? There's a higher level of self. You're ascending to your higher self. Okay, you guys are getting closer to becoming your higher version of self. Okay, but there is a need to reflect. Okay, something here with reflection. I'm definitely getting that very heavily here. Let me just take a look at this card and see. Yeah, there's definitely something here. Your spiritual practices could be a little more intense. Okay, they could feel a little more intense because of this ascension process that you're going through. So next for you guys, pile one, we have number 11 with the whip. And I'm going to read what this card means. Just give me 1 second. All right, so it says the whip means arguments, addictions, decisions, and passion. So to me, there is something here with this flame, this inner flame. There's an inner flame here. I'm almost getting like metaphorically, your guardian demons are saying like they're trying to whip you into shape. Okay, metaphorically speaking, they're trying to whip you into shape, spiritual shape. I'm not talking about physical shape, I'm talking about spiritual shape, because you're capable of a lot more than you give yourself credit for. I don't think you guys really fully understand. Like, you may know that you're aware of these things. You may be aware of your gifts, but maybe you're not fully aware of the extent of how far your gifts can go. Okay. I don't know if maybe some of you are afraid to exercise that, or you're afraid to step into something that's different and new because you got used to doing something. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should always be comfortable with, you know, whatever practices you're doing. But it's like your guardian demons are holding you to a different standard because of the wisdom that you have. You have a lot of wisdom. You've already been through a lot. You've already been through many awakenings. We do have many of them in our lifetime, but this one here is like more of a, I'm getting for some of you, this awakening could be peaceful, okay? Like a hermiting process. It's a little more peaceful. You guys are more focused on your vision, what it is that you want for yourself in this lifetime, okay? For others of you, this may be a little more difficult, okay? Because the Hermit card, when we talk about reflection and isolation a little bit here, it could be rough, especially when shadows come up, right? Especially when there's still shadows that need to be integrated within us. Okay, so I am getting different messages for some of you guys here, okay? Addictive behaviors, patterns, addictive patterns that aren't healthy for us, okay? So again, for a lot of you here, your guardian demons are trying to whip you into shape spiritually, okay? Some of you guys with the arguments here, I'm not really getting so much that this is other people involved, okay? Because this is more about you. This is very self-focused, okay? Your guardian demons, I don't know if you guys don't talk to yourself well, or you don't see yourself highly or view yourself very highly, or I don't know. Like I said, this could just be a rough awakening for some of you, okay? Um, and then with the passion here, there is something for some of you, you guys could be lighting up your, or what's about to happen for you guys as you guys are ascending spiritually. Um, your sacral chakra may really ignite. Okay, your passions may ignite the vision that you have. And that's part of being creative. Part of your vision is to be creative, right? What you want for your life. How do you envision your life? That's part of creativity. So it's necessary for that sacral chakra to come in and be lit, okay? This is reminding me too with the flame here that we're seeing. It kind of reminds me of on the statue of Baphomet, right? The top of his head is the what do you call it? It's the flame, it's the wand, right? It stands for enlightenment. Okay, so that's what this is reminding me of. I'm seeing the word enlightenment here on the Spirit Awakening card. So something here, I don't know, it's like I'm getting like this vision of your guardian demons just kind of snapping their fingers in your face and being like, wake up, pile one, wake up. Like there's something that you need to awaken to. So I actually am interested to see, I actually want to clarify the vision card for you guys as well as the whip, okay? Because I feel there's a lot of detail here, okay? So let's see, let's clarify the vision card before I get into extra messages. Okay, so the vision card, we have the Nine of Cups, exactly. So just like I was saying, what do you want for your life? This is your wish. And like I was saying before, the bottom half of this is reminding me of the seed. The seed archetype card in this deck. Uh, so what is it where are you trying to go? What seeds are you trying to plant for your life? What do you envision? Start envisioning what it is that you want for your life right now. Okay, maybe some of you on this path right now, because you're going through this awakening, maybe some of you are feeling a little bit lost. Okay, maybe the arguments that I'm picking up with is from yourself. Okay, arguing with yourself what it is that you want. This could be arguing head and heart. Let me just reshuffle that. We're going to clarify the whip. Okay, so the whip talks about the Six of Wands is what it's being clarified by. So Six of Wands speaks of victory and success. So I don't know if some of you are seeking some kind of victory and success in something. But there's something here. It's like they're trying to whip you into shape, metaphorically speaking. Like I said, like spiritually whip you into shape. Something that you need to realize. Let's talk about what does the flame mean? Yeah, Page of Cups. Okay. This could be for you guys something that is new. And I did say something with the maiden hands here. I think I said it. But the maiden speaks of newness. Okay. Kind of, it speaks of naivety. Okay. So being naive in a sense, but I'm not picking that up like in a negative way. Like, kind of don't be afraid to be childlike is what I'm picking up, especially with that Page of Cups for you guys. There could be something new that you're wanting to step into and plant a seed towards, so to speak, and your guardian demons are like, don't be afraid to do it. Okay, they're really trying to push you. And if you do feel isolated at this point in time, whether you are intentionally feeling like you need to do it, or if you just feel like you were pushed into isolation in some way, shape, or form, understand that it's because you are going through this ascension process, and it's very important for you to understand where it is that you want to be, what it is that, like, what goals do you have, what do you want for your life, just basically, what is going to make you happy, what is it that you want to go after in life, because essentially that is going to be your path. What are you being called to do? Okay. So I am seeing that here for you guys. I was gonna say something, totally forgot. um, but yeah, they want to see you be successful. I don't know, some of you, some of you could be afraid of being successful with something, or being seen. Okay, so there's that fire energy with the Six of Wands. Ooh. Let's clarify one more on that Six of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I did say with the Whip card, it also meant decisions as well. Two of Pentacles could be like weighing out your decisions. Okay. Let's get one on this Spirit Awakening. And we have the Chariot. Yeah. You guys are ascending. Okay, right now as we speak, you guys are going through some kind of ascension process. You guys are stepping into a new cycle, new version of self. That's what I was trying to say before. So something that you are trying to step into, or that you have an idea that you want to create, that your guardian demons are like, yeah, come on, let's go, let's do this. This could be something that you've been planning for quite some time, and it's for whatever reason you guys have been holding yourself back a little bit, maybe. Um, some of you, Asmodeus, could be coming through, okay, with the King of Wands energy here. But I am seeing this, that there is some kind of creativity, some kind of passion that you want to go after. Also, if you guys are trying to create a business, Asmodeus is really good for that too. Okay, he's very good with business, and obviously with passions as well. Okay, so definitely work with Asmodee if you guys feel guided to. I would definitely work with him, because I think for you guys, pile one, I think he would be a really good demon to work with. And if you already work with him, maybe try to work with him in a different type of way. Like, maybe work on one thing at a time. Like, if you have many goals, break it down into one goal, and, you know, try different things. Don't be afraid to try different things, is what I'm seeing here for you guys. Okay, so now let's get your extra messages, if there is anything else that needs to come through for you guys before I end your reading. Meditation here is a very big thing here. Another way that you guys maybe you guys could connect with Asmodee would be to sit in meditation at your altar. Okay, and just sit quietly and ask him to come through, right? And pay attention during your meditations what you're seeing. Okay, so let's see, for pile one, any extra messages that need to come through. We have the Eight of Swords. So I did say something about you guys holding yourself back a bit. Okay, so that energy is coming out. Let's get two more. We have the Page of Wands. So pages are messengers. They also stand for something new as well to me, like they're navigating something new. And we got two more that came out. We have the Death card. Okay, I did say something about ascending, letting go of the old version of self, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so creativity. Creativity is coming through for me. Yeah. You guys need to really let go of the old version of self. I think I said it, I think I did mention it. There was something here when I mentioned about the whip, what it stood for. There could be something here with, again, you guys maybe not speaking to yourself so kindly right now. That's only going to be for some of you, because I feel like you guys are in different categories here. Like, some of you may be taking this a little bit harder. Maybe there's some shadow aspects coming up that are still needing to be integrated that maybe you haven't paid attention to. And then for others of you, maybe this is just a hermiting time that you're just like, you know, that it's like that last little thread piece in your mind telling you, no, we can't do this. It's like that last little piece before that breakthrough of that new version of self that's like, you know what, screw this, I'm doing it. You know, whatever it is that you guys are trying to plant seeds for in your life, wherever you're trying to go in your life. This could have something, again, to do with creativity, reaping your rewards, right? Something you have planted. I feel for a lot of you guys have already planted a seed, okay, or manifested something, so to speak, right? And this is something that your guardian demon or your guardian demons, depending on how many or who you work with, is wanting you to move forward with. Okay, you need to let go of holding yourself back, because you are the only one right now holding yourself back. Let's get one clarifier on the Eight of Swords. Yeah, High Priestess. Okay, so because the High Priestess is clarifying the Eight of Swords, pile one, you guys aren't listening to your intuition. Okay, you guys aren't listening to your intuition, and the Chariot is coming up again. Okay, you guys are already like evolving. And intuition and spirituality are the keywords on this Spirit Awakening card. So you guys, you need to let go and just trust your intuition. Maybe your intuition doesn't make sense where it's leading you. Okay, that could be something here. But don't be afraid to step into something new. Because again, I see your guardian demon or guardian demons. I see them snapping their fingers at you and being like, come on, let's wake up, pile one. Go after this. Go for this. Like, and for the fact that you have so many archetype cards in this one card within itself, there's a whole world within you that needs to be discovered. Okay, there's a whole world. You guys are probably extremely creative. Um, some of you could be hiding this creativity out of fear, okay? Or telling yourself that you can't do something and you absolutely can. Absolutely can. Tell me, clarify the Page of Wands. Four of Wands. You need to know that whatever it is that you go after that's creative, even if it may be something new to you, you need to understand that you will be celebrated and success will happen for you. Okay, it's the 1111 card as well, Four of Wands. So this to me is telling me that your dreams, your wishes, what you manifested will come true as long as you don't hold yourself back from what your intuition is already telling you. Okay, so um, yeah, whatever this is, it could be something creative. You need to go after it. And like I said, I was getting that new energy with the maiden, but you're being told to go after it. Don't be afraid to be childlike and have fun with it. That's another thing coming through here too. Death card is clarified by the Five of Wands. So again, we're having a hard time letting go of something. There's something here we're having a hard time letting go of. It's going to be different for all of you, but for a lot of you, I think it's the old version of self. Okay, that's safe zone. Let's get advice on that. How can you help? How could this help them to let go? How could they let go of the old self? Wheel of Fortune. It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Your guardian demon with the Seven of Swords, they already have an idea on how they're gonna do this, so it's just gonna happen. And then when I split the deck, I saw the Fool card. So you're not really gonna have your guardian demons really aren't giving you a choice. Like I said, I think you guys have been you guys planted a seed a while ago, and they want to see this grow. It's like ready to flourish, especially with the Eight of Pentacles here. Like I said, the Eight of Pentacles is about reaping your harvest, reaping your rewards, and it's like it's time. I almost feel like your guardian demons, like they're not upset with you, but they're almost like getting impatient because, like I said, this could have been a while. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could be, like I said, some kind of new venture here, some kind of new venture that can make you money. But the Eight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Queen of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands coming out over the Eight of Pentacles here, you're going to step into this new version of self. You're going to be extremely confident, okay? I was saying something with the sacral chakra opening up here for you guys, pile one. You guys have a vision already where it is that you want to go. Now it's like, okay, let's get this going. You know, I hear the whip cracking, like your guardian demons are cracking the whip on you is basically what I'm seeing here. Because you guys are holding yourself back. You're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition is already trying to guide you. It's you holding yourself back, possibly out of fear. And having a hard time letting go. It's been very challenging for you to let go of the old version of self, the old habits, the old ways of being, okay? Because this is, you know, what you have identified as your identity, right? So now we're stepping into something new because you've already grown. You've grown, and your spirit, your soul, your spiritual gifts, all that, they want to grow. Like there's no more, like we can't be held back anymore. It's like you keep growing now. Especially, like I said, you guys have already had a lot of awakenings. I'm talking to a pilot who has already had a lot of awakenings. And we do have a lot of awakenings in life. There's many of them. But you guys have been through a lot of them. Guys have been through that darkness. I see shadow integration for a lot of you guys. You guys have faced a lot of your shadows, okay, successfully. Some of you may be integrating or tying up some loose ends with those little bits and pieces that maybe we didn't want to pay attention to, or we had a hard time and we had to kind of cycle back and, you know, heal those aspects of self. But I am seeing for you guys, there's something here. You have a vision for yourself, pile one, and it's time for you to move forward, not hold yourself back. Okay, because this is something that's going to be successful. It's going to be something that is worth celebrating. This is going to be celebrated amongst many other people I'm seeing for you guys as well. And you will be reaping your rewards too. Let's get one more on the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, Six of Cups. Okay. So again, this is something that you guys have been nostalgic on. Okay, you guys have thought about this. This is something that you've wanted from the past. And like I said, this, you know, it doesn't have to be far back in the past. This could be, you know, yesterday is technically the past. An hour ago, a second ago was the past, you know. So look at it and apply it to where you will. But there's something here that's saying like something from your past, whatever you have manifested, you could have done it within 24 hours beforehand, before viewing this reading. And your guardian demons are like, yeah, this is a great vision for you. Let's go. Like they see that it aligns with you. I also am seeing for you guys you guys are about to step into your actual soul's purpose. And that's why this is going to happen regardless. Okay. I am feeling Tower moment with this card here. And the Tower moment doesn't have to be scary. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. Okay, so yeah, and I said something about your soul's purpose. We have Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, listen, if you guys work with Asmodeus, I'm telling you right now, he is going to be the one to kind of shove you forward. All right, he's not going to be patient, and you know, Asmodeus is said to have some type of aggression, right? So, he's like, no, let's go. He's going to be pushing you if you don't move. I feel a lot of you work with him here. A lot of you work with him. He is showing up here. I know we have other demons that are here, but Asmodee is really coming through for me. I'm saying that. It's like you think things have been lost. You think there's not another way with that Five of Cups, but there's other options for you. If one thing didn't pan out and work out, it's because it wasn't supposed to. Or if there's one thing that you guys have been trying to do, pile one, and you know, you've been kind of tweaking different ways for a creative project or something like that to work, it's like, okay, it will now. You just had to tweak it and do something different, or you had to be more prepared or understand something more or ascend to a higher level of being, okay, a higher level of consciousness for you to really dive in and enjoy the rewards that this is going to give you. It wasn't that it was a wrong path, okay? Alexa, turn off. I have so many reminders going on. I'm sorry, guys. So maybe some of you need to be reminded about your creativity. You need to be reminded that you have a lot of creativity within you. There's a lot for you to share with this world, and I feel it needs to be pushed through. I feel you need to go for it. But you have to separate from this, and like I said, you have to separate from the old identity, not hold yourself back, because like I said, Asmodeus is definitely coming through. And he's definitely going to give you a push. he's going to push you. Okay. Yeah, we have nine of Pentacles here. Some of you could want to be an entrepreneur, and he's going to push you into it. I'm telling you, he's a good demon to work with when it comes to business, when it comes to your passions, anything with passion, your confidence, anything like that. Okay. All right, pile one, I'm going to leave it here. So if you guys enjoyed your reading, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye, guys. All right, pile two, welcome into your reading. So, important messages from your guardian demons. So let's see what you got. Let's start with this card. All right, so you guys received the Mystic. Okay, so let's talk about this card for a minute, because pile one had so much information that was packed into it. I feel just looking at one card for me, like I'm able to pack in quite a few different things. So the Mystic. So this is the Death Moth. Okay. So the Death Moth typically represents death, represents rebirth, spirituality, mysticism, things of that nature, right? I do see you guys I almost feel like I'm talking to people who could identify as being a seer, maybe the gift of sight, okay? Paranormal experiences. Yeah, you have the gift of sight. Even your dreams could be very, like things that you dream, almost like prophetic in a way. Okay, so like when you dream of things, it could be like those things actually happen, whether it's a week from when you have these dreams, the next day, an hour or two after you wake up, things like that. But you guys have the gift of sight. Your third eye is definitely opened. It's wide open, pile two. Um, a lot of you, you guys carry a lot of light within, okay? A lot of light, a lot of spiritual energy that I'm seeing for you guys here. Very powerful people in pile two when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your spiritual gifts. You guys are able to see now through your darkness. Okay, you're able to see above the darkness. You guys have definitely integrated your shadows very well. Okay, you guys have already mastered shadow integration, is what I'm seeing for this pile. Blue eyes, hazel eyes, green eyes could be significant. Okay, but all in all, it's giving me water. Okay, they say the eyes are the window to the soul. Okay, you guys have the ability, I'm seeing, I'm getting chills actually as I'm saying this. So the important message from your guardian demons is, I don't know if some of you kind of are afraid of your gifts. Maybe some of you are afraid if you guys have been seeing the other side. Okay, if you guys are able to see, maybe some of your dreams scare you because of how accurate they could be. You guys could identify with kind of scaring people a little bit because of the things that you say. Maybe, you say things and they're like, how do you know that? Or, no, that's not, like they brush it off maybe sometimes when you say things, or, and then all of a sudden it happens and people are like, how did you do that? How did you know that? I am getting that here for some of you. You guys have spiritual antennas, okay? Very connected. Like the information that you put out, it's almost like you have invisible receptors, okay? It's a very interesting message. You guys have receptors, like little antennas to connect with the 5D, like very connected to the 5D. Some of you could wear, like if you wear makeup, you could wear like a green eyeshadow, or a green eyeshadow would be good for you to wear at this time. I'm also seeing, okay, this is a message that's coming up. So, when a moth dies, or if you step on a moth or something like that, they leave like that powdery residue, I guess we're gonna say. Okay. I see that your gifts leave a mark on the world, okay? Or they imprint people, they leave a mark on people. Okay, you inspire people, and I'm hearing just as much as you may scare people. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that card pile too. So definitely my seers, my mystics. Okay. So face inner demons. It says, don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. And I want to mention this. I did say something here. We have the moth, the light. You guys have the light within you. You guys have very high spiritual gifts that I'm feeling, or that I'm seeing here. And you guys are able to light around the darkness. You guys understand your shadow aspect of self. You guys are also able to identify and see through people's shadows as well. Okay. All right, so face inner demons. Don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. Keywords are transform and integrate. And we just talked about shadow integration. I feel this pile has definitely conquered shadow integration. I feel you guys have already done that. You guys can enjoy kind of being alone more so, especially as we spiritually ascend. We evolve spiritually. Um, we start to not like, I don't, how do I say this? Like, A lot of us start to not really blend so much with others, you know, like when it comes to communication. You may feel like you're constantly being a guide or constantly being a teacher, and there's nothing wrong with that. People may ask you for advice as well. I am seeing this here too. Um, there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel for you guys, it's like you need to understand that you know, what you do is a major gift. Okay, it is a major gift. It does come with some isolation, I feel. And your guardian demon wants to bring this up. This is important for you guys. So I don't know if you guys have been feeling alone, like, you know, how come there's I'm hearing not others like me, maybe like you're aware that other people do things like this or they understand this level of consciousness in some capacity, but it's like around you currently in your life, where you live, your town, where you're at, it's like there's not people like you around that can understand your level of being or your level of consciousness. I hope that makes sense. It's like you faced your inner demons, and it's like other people out there are, I don't know, it gets frustrating. And I could definitely identify with this, because I feel the same way too. Um, and it's just because you've been through so much transformation. Like this is just something, this is just your spiritual gift. It's what you have. You're able to integrate shadows just as much as you're able to deliver karma in some way, shape, or form. I do feel for this pile, you guys irritate other people's demons, so to speak, right? And their shadow aspect comes out because they have not learned to heal certain aspects of self to the point where you being whole with yourself and understanding yourself and being okay with your shadows or your darkness, it irritates other people because they have not conquered that. So some of you may run into that too. I am getting that here for you guys as well. All right, so then we have number 35 with anchor, and I just want to look at what the meaning is here real quick. So let me find anchor. Okay, so it says the anchor represents destination, grounded work, and goals. I feel almost like you guys may have a sense that this is part of your life's purpose. Okay, I feel like you guys, pile two, already kind of have a sense that mysticism or uh, helping people to integrate their shadows, even if that's not what you call it to them, right? You kind of work behind the scenes in a way with them. Like you don't tell them that you're doing shadow integration. Maybe some of you do tell them about shadow integration and explain to them what it is. But I feel like a lot of you are meant to give advice. Like you're meant to be heard. Okay, you're meant to help people to transform them. Yeah, there's a lot of death and rebirth here. Um, you guys could be seen as very grounded as well. Okay, you guys could definitely be my people who um, maybe even want to do mysticism or occultic type things for work. Okay, I do feel that in some way, shape, or form, you guys offer some kind of light to others, or you shed light on their shadows, whether you intentionally do this or you don't. But I do see for this pile, you guys definitely hold a mirror to others. You guys definitely hold a mirror to others. So things that they don't like about themselves, they're going to see in you. You know, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Um, because in a sense, it is helping people, but you know, in another way, it's like, you know, almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I can see a lot of you guys may be watched a lot. People may watch you. People may find you very intriguing, very interesting. Okay, you may come off as a little mysterious pile too. It's almost like I need to tell you about yourself. You need to know about yourself. That's the important message from your guardian demons. They want you to know who you are. Maybe you guys need more of a deeper understanding, like anchor into who you are. This is who you are. Don't be afraid of who you are. Because again, I feel some of you are afraid of your own gifts. I feel that a lot of you feel isolated, or you feel abnormal, weird, like the black sheep I'm getting for some of you here. Okay. And the thing is that you're not. You're a leader. You're a leader. People watch you. I feel for this pile. You guys help a lot of people and you don't get the recognition that you deserve. Okay, not that you need outside validation, but it's like, you know, you do change many people's lives. You do impact many people's lives. Like I said in the beginning, as much as people may be in awe of your gifts, I feel that you also scare people too because of how much you know, because of how connected you are. Okay. And that all came from pain. It all came from understanding your darkness, being one with your darkness. So now it's time to anchor in and really appreciate who you are and what you're here to do. Okay? So let's get some extra messages with the Occult Tarot. And let's see if there's anything else that needs to come out. I did it for pile 1. I'm actually feeling called to do it for you guys too. I want to clarify the Mystic for you guys. That's the only card I'm being told to clarify. Maybe there's something else about it you need to know. Okay, so the Mystic, we have the 8 of Cups. Let me get one more in here. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting a side message. It's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for a small portion. I'm getting something, maybe somebody here that is like the viewer here. There's somebody here that could have walked away from their gifts, their practices a while ago. Sometime in the past, you guys may have walked away from it for whatever reason. Okay. That's just a message that I wanted to come up. For others of you with the Mystic here, the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, 8 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles is clarifying the Mystic. Some of you may end up, and only some of you, only take it if it applies. Let me just real quick before I say anything. Knight of Wands. Okay. Some of you may end up walking away from a job because you feel like this is your purpose. You feel like it's your purpose to help people face their inner demons. You may feel like you're being called to help others with their shadow work or be some kind of spiritual coach or spiritual guide in some way, shape, or form, and create a very lucrative business from this, actually, because we have the 10 of Pentacles. But it's all about risk, and I'm not telling anybody to get up and leave their job, and you know, I'm not telling you to do that. Use your own discernment, but that's what I'm seeing here for some of you. You may get sick of something and just end up walking away. So let's see, tell me about the 8 of Cups. Tell me more about this. What is this 8 of Cups? Okay, yeah, we have Page of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Yeah, I feel for a lot of you, and this was only for the 8 of Cups that I was clarifying. With the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups coming out, you guys may choose to actually venture off into something new. And like I said, doing something with the occult, doing something with mysticism, because you feel like you're being guided and pulled to do it. Okay? Yeah. Thing with the Knight of Wands, though, the Knight of Wands, it's kind of like rushing into something. So let's talk about that Knight of Wands before. Let's see. Why the Knight of Wands? 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is about reaping your harvest, reaping your rewards, getting your wishes, your wish fulfillment. Yeah. Some of you really, really just want to go towards your dreams. I'm definitely heavily resonating with this pile. I hate to, like, I don't like to interject on it, but I'm definitely resonating with this pile here. The Anchor card is being represented by the Four of Cups. Okay, so listen. Four of Cups could talk about stagnation, could talk about ignoring something, feeling rejected, okay? And the Four of Cups is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So why the Two of Pentacles for that? And the Two of Swords. Okay, so a lot of weighing out your options, making a decision. Maybe that's something that you're going through right now. That could be something that you're going through right now. Weighing out your options, weighing your decisions. Is this the right thing for me to do? And I feel for a lot of you guys are feeling it internally. Like internally, you know that this is right. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. Let's clarify face inner demons. So we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, you guys have been through a lot of challenges in life. You guys have faced a lot of darkness, a lot of shadows. Yeah, we have Ace of Swords. You guys are very well knowledged and well versed when it comes to, yeah, we have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You guys are very well versed when it comes to shadow aspects, addictions, bad habits, how to overcome them. Like you guys have overcame a lot is what I'm seeing for you guys. Very knowledgeable. Yeah, Strength card. Very powerful group here when it comes to, you know, especially when it comes to shadow integration. Like your guardian demons are proud of you. Okay. Yeah. And then we have the Four of Wands. Okay. That's the 1111 card. So wishes coming true, being granted. Four of Wands is celebration. Okay. And then at the bottom of that is Ace of Pentacles. You guys may be celebrating some kind of new job. Okay. So let's see if there is anything else that your guardian demon wants to say for an important message. Okay, so we have the Hierophant here. I feel you guys are definitely following like what it is that you want to do. We have the Lovers, so 2 major arcana is coming out already. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. 3 major arcana is coming out for you, pile 2. And the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, okay. You guys, I talked about your soul's purpose, and I feel that you guys already know this is your soul's purpose. You know what's about to happen for you. I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay, taking action, stepping into that masculine energy. You guys are able to manifest with this Magician card here, and like I said, we have the Mystic here. That's the main thing here. Listen, manifest this, like do something, do some kind of spell work or something when it comes to this. Like, even though if it's, you know, really your soul's purpose, you don't need to do anything really. But I don't know if there's something that's stopping you, or I don't know, something like that. Like, don't do your rituals, do stuff to help, because you have tools here. You are the magician, you are the mystic, pile 2. You're able to cultivate this. Let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune here. Queen of Wands, you're going to be bold. You're going to be bold. Okay, there's going to be a point in time where you were bold. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant, the King of Swords. Listen, your guardian demons are going to nudge you. Okay, now I was getting this message kind of sort of like for pile 1's guardian demon that they were going to nudge them. Okay, but this is an entirely different, well, this could be like an up level to group 1. Okay, so if you did feel guided to view group 1, or maybe you're coming from group 1, this can be like a continuation, or something that you're going to be looking forward to, or something like that. But anyway, regardless, I am seeing like whoever your guardian demon is, they're going to be shoving you forward. They're going to give you the insight on how to do something. Okay, how to make this happen, because I don't know, some of you feel stuck. Yeah, look, Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords. They want to see you move on this. They want to see your dreams come true. They want you to live out what it is that you want, to make the choice and the decision to move forward with confidence in what you're doing. Okay, we have the Lovers here is being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Some of you could feel like, you know, maybe you don't have enough finances to just get up and leave your 9 to 5, if you will, you know. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This could be giving you some anxiety. Okay, let's get one more on that. I got two more. So we have the Hanged Man, and then we have the Strength card. So they're saying that, you know, have a strong, you have the strength to move forward. I think you just need to see things a little bit differently, I think is what they're saying with the Seven of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you have the strength to forge through. You absolutely have the strength to forge through. Whatever this is, whatever decision you want to be, whatever decision you want to go towards, if you want to do this for a career, your guardian demons completely back this up. They will back you up on it. Okay, the Magician, Knight of Pentacles. This is taking quite some time to come through for you to manifest, or you've manifested this for quite some time. And the Fool. Yeah, you manifested a new beginning. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. Okay. Yeah, you're aware of this. This is something that this is an important message that your guardian demon wants you to receive, because for a lot of you guys have this dream, you guys have this want to be some kind of occultist, some kind of, you know, whatever that may mean, being some kind of spiritual coach, maybe for some of you traveling, being public speakers when it comes to like facing your inner demons, your shadow work, teaching people how to do shadow integration, things like that. I do see that here. Also using if you guys have, like I said, the dreams, if you guys have the gift of sight, you guys could also use this as well within your career path of doing this, if this is, you know, resonating with you as well. Okay. But you need to believe in your gifts. You need to believe in who you are, what you give to this world, how you make an impact. It doesn't matter if you're by yourself, okay? You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to show the world something different, something new. And pile two, I think that's what the big important message, one of the big important messages that your guardian demons want you to understand. They want you to appreciate and embrace yourself, okay? Get comfortable with being yourself, all right? All right, pile two, I'm going to leave it here. So this was your reading. If you guys enjoyed the reading, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye, guys. All right, pile three, welcome into your reading. So important messages from your guardian demons. So before we get started, I just want to grab a drink of water real quick. Okay. So first card we have for you, pile three, is the Flame. Okay, so we're going to talk about this card real quick. So with the Flame, this is, you know, kind of making me feel like this is a mountain. Okay, this does look like a mountain to me. So I do see that you guys have risen above a lot of challenges. Okay, specifically when it comes to your mind, I feel. You guys have gained a lot of clarity, a lot of insight. I think that a lot of you have worked very well on your sacral chakra as well as your solar plexus, because I am seeing the red and the yellow here. Also with I'm getting a triangle here. Okay, so your masculine energy, and I'm getting here as well. So you guys either have learned how to step into your masculine energy. Maybe it wasn't one of your strong suits. Maybe you were always in your feminine energy. But I feel for a lot of you at this point in time, I'm getting more masculine energy for you guys here. And the sacral chakra as well as the solar plexus is masculine energy. The whole lower chakras are all masculine. The upper are feminine. But I am seeing that here. Red candles here could be significant for you guys. Maybe you guys work with red candles. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting the black flame candle as well. Your inner black flame candle. Okay, let's see what else. So we have Shadow Blossom. It says you need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. Uh, Keywords are resilience and nourishing. So I do feel, and there are, this is a rose, so it does have thorns, right? So I do feel that you guys also know how to protect yourself and guard yourself very well as, also. But there's something here with your mind. Something here with your mind, okay? Because this is giving me like clarity here, okay? Even though you would get that from like maybe Ace of Swords or Swords energy or air energy in general. Um, I'm getting like clarity, insight, knowledge, enlightenment. That's what I'm getting, enlightenment. Because I said it in one of the piles, may have been pile number 2. But with this candle flame here, like just the flame in general, when you think of the statue of Baphomet, he has the wand with the fire on top of his head, and it stands for enlightenment. So there's something here with enlightenment for you guys. I think that the way that you navigated through your shadows, the way that you have blossomed like into the new version of self pile 3 has been very, I'm getting the word intricate, very delicate. Okay. And it's not delicate as in a sense of being weak. There's something very delicate, like it was very finely crafted. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Very finely crafted. Like you were very finely crafted. Okay. You are very wise, okay, with this resilience coming out as well. You are very wise. Um, you guys are really able to navigate through some tough situations, okay? I think some tough situations have really grown you very beautifully, like spiritually, because I feel like for you guys, a lot of you didn't have a choice. You guys kind of had to lead yourself in the dark, it felt like. That's what I'm getting here. I feel like almost, especially with this candle flame here, because when it says you need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. I feel for you guys, I'm getting like sunlight deprivation, sunlight deprivation. And the sun is the food for plants, right? So it's almost like you were deprived of something here, like during your journey, like you may have felt like you were deprived. This could be deprived of support. Um, you had no choice but to rise like to resilience. I mean, your guardian demons were there, but like in this 3D world, you guys may not have felt like you had a lot of support. There's something here with that. Um, being your own flame, being your own fire, being your own, I don't know. A lot of you may, with the nourishing here, may have had to nourish yourself. A lot of you could have grown up in families who maybe you felt like you were neglected. Okay. And when we speak of light and dark, okay, we talk about the balance, right? Um, what they both offer, the pros and cons of it. We also talk about masculine and feminine energies as well. Okay, so like I said, there was something here. It's like, and I do see this here for you guys too. The masculine and the feminine energy is coming out. Like I am getting with the flame card, your masculine energy, because again with the lower chakras, it's really standing out to me. And then with the flower card, I'm feeling the feminine energy. Okay, but I'm getting dark feminine energy here for you guys. Okay, it's like you went through that that feminine stage of that nurturing, constantly giving, and all that. And then all of a sudden, you guys came into some kind of balance with self. And like I said, the rose, has thorns. Okay. Um, I'm hearing that song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, or Thorns. Yeah, it's like you guys, you really know how to protect yourself. You know how to protect yourself. I feel like you guys, a lot of people may have tried to dim you down. I feel like a lot of people may have tried to deprive you of what could possibly help you grow or what you needed in life. I don't know. I'm getting something here. And I'm feeling like it's not really so much physical, like what you've been deprived of. I feel it comes like your confidence, or maybe you were made to feel like you were never good enough. Maybe you were made to feel like everything you do is wrong, but really, as you grow up into an adult, or as you've grown, you realize, like, no, I did everything right. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I don't know. This is what I'm getting, and this is the only rose that's standing up here that is fully in bloom. The other roses are still growing in this picture. You could kind of see in the background. They haven't bloomed yet. So it's like you ended up blossoming and everybody else hasn't grown because you were forced to grow. You were forced to nourish yourself. Huh. Okay. Last card we have for you is number 21 with Mountain. Okay. So I did say something about the flame card kind of looking like, I guess like the grooves or the terrain of like a mountain in a sense. That's what it's reminding me of. Okay. I feel you guys had to go through a lot of obstacles, but this was essential to your growth. As harsh as that sounds, as I really feel like for some of you, I mean, I know for myself, like a lot of this stuff that I've been through in my life, I look back and I'm like, yeah, this stuff has grown me. It has made me a better person. It has made me stronger as a person. Like, I give advice to people all the time because of half the crap I've been through. But at the end of the day, too, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit of resentment on my part that I do have. So I wonder if some of you feel like that. If you guys have, you understand that it was made to grow you, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that we have to like it. You know what I mean? Like, I am getting that here. I feel like you guys have constantly had to go through obstacles. So let's see what the mountain says here. So let me just. Okay. So the mountain talks about obstacles, which we talked about, challenge, delay, and stubborn. Okay. So yeah, that's obviously really heavily coming out here is obstacles, delays, stuff like that. I feel like people, again, have tried to deprive you of your sunlight. I feel like you were constantly made to grow in the dark. You're like that flower that grows in the dark. You are the rose that has grown in the dark. You bloomed in the dark. The darkness has been your growth spot, which is true, right? You grow within your darkness. And that's the difference between you and all the other roses that were around you. Okay, we'll use the flower as a metaphor here, I guess. Like because of your challenges, because of the darkness that you've had to face, because people have taken your sunlight that you needed to grow, or what most flowers need to grow. You rose above all these obstacles, these challenges. You had no problem, like you had no choice either, it looks like for you, pile three, to be nothing but resilient, to learn enlightenment, because that was your way of survival. I do get for a lot of you, you could have been in survival mode a lot of your life. But I will say that this was part of your path for a reason, okay? So let's clarify these cards and let's see if there's anything else that we could get. Interesting message here. Okay, I understand. So I'm seeing a lot of layers. Okay, like within the rosebud, there's different layers. Within the flame card, you know, there's different layers. Like, and with this here, before I forget, I do want to say, it stretches out, it grows. Starts from a regular triangle. This triangle is expanding because your enlightenment, as you grow, your enlightenment is expanding. So therefore, you are actually becoming the light, if you will, like within you. Like nobody can put out that inner flame. That black flame candle is what I'm getting. Nobody can put that out. Your confidence, your creativity, your sense of being. Nobody can disrupt your peace anymore. I do see, like I said, you guys are very protective. There's layers, a lot of layers. So I'm seeing layers of protection. I'm seeing layers of who you are as a person. There's a lot of layers to you. There's a lot of layers to you, okay? Because of the things that you've been through, because of what you have been kind of forced to go through, essentially, is what I'm seeing here. You had no choice, like I said, to be resilient, to grow in aspects that if others were to step in your shoes, which everybody's path is different, so, but if others were to step in your shoes, they would have withered away, is basically what I'm going to say. Okay. So let's see, let's clarify the flame. And then I'll get the message, whatever other message needs to come out from your guardian demon. So pile 3, let's clarify the flame. Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. Let me get one more on that before I say anything. And we have Judgment. Okay. And we have the 9 of Wands that's here. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. I did say something. You guys are definitely warriors. I'm not going to call you wounded warriors, but that's what the 9 of Wands typically stands for. I'm going to call you guys warriors, okay? Because we're no longer sitting in our wounds, okay? We're warriors here, all right? So this definitely was part of your path, pile 3. Okay, why you had to go through this definitely was, okay? It's because it's leading you to your purpose. It's leading you to growth, your harvest. Okay. Tell me about this Judgment card. King of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles. I don't know. For some of you, I'm getting something with career here. I was getting that for pile 2. Maybe I have somebody who is watching all 3 piles because I do see like, it's almost like all 3 piles were kind of an elevation of each other. Okay, so pile 1 was an elevation. Pile 2 was an elevation of pile 1. Pile 3, I guess pile 3 and pile 2 are kind of the same in a sense, in their own right. But anyway, besides that, the King of Pentacles, this is making you extremely, it just made you extremely stable. Okay, so I don't know if some of you had like maybe codependent issues, maybe you guys got attached to people very easily or anything like that. Maybe some of you in the past, maybe, and because of these traumas, it could have, and I'm not a licensed professional, but you know, just speaking from my own experience, I will say when we go through things like that, things that are traumatizing, sometimes we do tend to look for outside comfort or outside validation or just something to kind of, whatever we could do to soothe us, almost like a baby, how they would have like a blanket that maybe they really like or a pacifier or something like that. Like I'm getting something like that. And eventually you had no choice but to grow in the dark and form into basically your own sense of comfort. Like this was definitely part of your purpose in life. And it's basically for you. It's basically for you. Okay. And I know that, you know, maybe to some of you it doesn't sound like much, but that's a big deal. That's a big deal. when you don't have to look for outside validation anywhere because you're comfortable and content with yourself, you understand how far you're able to go for yourself. These obstacles, any obstacle, like, and you could probably, if you're resonating with this message, you probably understand this. Like, any obstacle that you face today, tomorrow, moving forward, it's never going to feel as big as what you have had to fight on your own. Like, trauma in general is enough emotionally to knock somebody down. Not having support, I mean, that's huge. That is a huge thing. Huge thing. So I hope if you're resonating with this, you understand how important that is to be self-reliant, be self-resilient, you know? So we have with the Shadow Blossom card, Five of Cups. So like I said, not seeing another way, not seeing any other options around you or what else you could do, because I feel like you guys have been deprived. And then you figured it out. Yeah, Four of Swords. Okay. You guys have had to grow through difficulties, is basically what I'm seeing. And we have the Mountain is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So, yeah, overcoming challenges, weighing out your options, maintaining balance through difficult times. I'm seeing that for you guys as well. Okay, you guys have had to climb a lot of mountains. I'm seeing that. A lot of challenges that you may have had to go through. Some of you could actually be mountain climbers. I'm getting that too. That's only going to be for very few of you. But the Two of Pentacles is also clarified by the Three of Swords. For a lot of you, the challenge has been heartbreak, this has been a huge, huge obstacle. Huge obstacle. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys, like, not only, yeah, you guys had to travel away from things that just didn't feel right. They weren't smooth sailing, right? You guys wanted a better life for yourself, something better for yourself. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. A lot of you, something here with family could be very relevant here, because I do have the Three of Swords here. Just people in general, I think, that were close to you, people who you should have been able to trust, I feel did you wrong. Okay. One thing I will say, again, if you're resonating with this pile three, is that, everybody in our life plays a purpose. They play a role. Okay. Whether we like that role or we don't. It sucks, but at the same token, it's like a bittersweet thing. It's like, look at where it's brought you today. Okay, even if you don't feel like where you're at, you are 1,000 times more stronger than what you were a year before this. The obstacles have made you stronger. There's people out in this world, and like I said, everybody has their own path. I am not judging. I am not, none of that. I'm not being disrespectful, but there's people out there who have an easier life. They may get handed things, or maybe when they work, things just tend to work out for them. And then there's others of us that, maybe, I don't know, you go through traumas, you go through things because you're meant to go through that in this lifetime. That's just what it is. And that's not to say you can't create the life that you want. You can. But there's other people out there who are you're just chosen, I guess, in a sense, to go through obstacles for whatever reason, whether past life karmas exist or I don't know. There's a reason why. And sometimes, when you do go through things like this, sometimes it's because you do have a bigger sense of a purpose. Like, if you feel drawn to pile two, definitely go and watch it, because maybe some of you are meant to be some kind of inspiration when it comes to your traumas, when it comes to how you overcame certain challenges. Those are tools that we have. When we talk about the magician's tools and stuff like that, like, this is a resource or a tool that you have that you can give, not only use for yourself, but you could help others around you if you choose to, right? So let me see. Yeah, I feel a lot of people have hurt you or betrayed you. Okay. So that's really, I don't want to keep alliterating on that, but that's what I'm seeing here very heavily for you guys. A lot of you could have just felt ignored through life. But to be honest with you, it was part of your path, part of your journey. All right, so let's see. What else does your guardian demon want to say? Anything else that needs to come out? Pile 3. Yeah, there it is. 4 of Cups. Stagnation, being ignored. Okay, we have the Emperor. A lot of you, this could be about a father figure. Okay, we have Ace of Wands here. Or it could be a love situation, put it where it applies. But masculine energy is here. Let's clarify the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is clarified by the 5 of Swords. So a lot of you, well, let me clarify the rest. Clarify the Emperor. Ooh. Clarify the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is clarified by the Chariot. Ace of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm getting a different message for you guys. So, and not about love. So for you guys, I am feeling with the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Swords here, like a lot of you could feel like maybe things are stagnant, or maybe you feel like things aren't going your way, or, you know, you're not being picked for something, or I don't know, I'm getting, you know, some kind of sense of that nature. So it's almost like this energy here, your guardian demons are saying it's the reason why you're feeling that energy is because they want you to basically be in that masculine energy. And I did hear it, like, you know, we did see that here when I kept saying the lower chakras, masculine energy. They want you to basically step up into that masculine energy, take charge and take action to move forward. Okay. Ace of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. A lot of you could be very creative, could be wanting to be entrepreneurs, or this is also just saying, your guardian demon is saying, like, this is made to make you feel stagnant and stuck right now. Okay, if you guys are feeling that energy right now, it's because it's made to push you into, I'm just basically going to say, like, a life that you love. Okay, so again, if you guys are creative, you want to be an entrepreneur doing your creativity or creative things that you do, passion projects, things of that nature, it's a push for that. Okay, it's to break you into this masculine energy of taking action, moving forward, taking action on what it is that you want. Okay, and not being afraid to do these things on your own. There is something here about you. I already talked about how you guys have basically overcome challenges and obstacles by yourself. People have made you feel deprived in some way, shape, or form. This is to set you up for, it looks like, some kind of leader in a way. Okay, whether this is a leadership position or it's just you leading your own life. Okay, taking action, stepping into masculine energy. I was saying something here about a lot of you being more so in that energy of feminine energy. Okay, now you're needing to tap into the masculine energy. Okay, because I do see you guys are balanced, but maybe you guys are more comfortable in the feminine energy. And yeah, let's see. Let's get one more on the 4 of Cups. Yeah. So the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, I want to clarify a little more. We got the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. So a lot of you could feel like, you know, whatever it is that you're dreaming of or wanting, or different options, 5-5 could be a number for you. Yeah, there's you may feel like options are not working, or maybe you don't have the money to do these things. feel like for a lot of you, I feel like you're at some kind of loss. Like, I feel you guys, something here is like really making you feel like you're up in your head. Give me another one on that, because okay, the Two of Cups, and it came out in reverse. So maybe some of you feel like, you know, you can't do your life purpose because of financial reasons, or, and then I have the Nine of Wands, which is the Wounded Warrior. Because you guys, I don't know. The Emperor and the Chariot is clarified by the Page of Wands. So yeah, continuing on, if you guys want to do something, do it. Whatever it is that you want to do and create, it's going to be different for all of you, but the important part is that you have fun with life and you do what it is that you feel you want to do, okay? Whatever direction that may mean. If you want to be an entrepreneur, go find out how to be an entrepreneur. Go do your research, do your study. What is it that you want to put out there? Perfect your crafts, right? If it's about just living a more passionate life, not feeling stagnant, maybe your life is kind of dull at this point right now. You may feel, because like I said, stagnancy here. It's like whatever your purpose, and a lot of people's purpose, is basically to feel, we all should feel content, like we're living a life that we love. Okay, that's just my opinion. But that's also what I'm seeing here. Like, you're meant to live a life that you love. Okay, if you want to be that entrepreneur, you want to do your projects, your create something, I don't know, make a job out of it. Because the Nine of Pentacles does talk about entrepreneurship. Nine of Pentacles also talks about single energy, independence. Okay, it's one step away from that Ten of Pentacles. Okay, self-resilient, self-reliant. Okay, and we did have resilience and nourishing. You know how to nourish yourself, pile 3. You're very resilient. You're very enlightened. You know how, you have your own tools that you need. You have everything you need to create what you want. That's the extra message that's coming through from your guardian demon. But the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles is being clarified by the Two of Swords. It's time for you to make a decision. Like, where are you going in life? What is it that you want to do? Are you going to act on it, or are you not? Worst thing that you could do in life is not try and fail. But, or excuse me, that's not the worst thing in life. The worst thing in life, they say, is that, you know, in life, there's something that you wanted to do, something you wanted to try, and not do it at all. It's better to fail at something, but you tried, than to not do it at all. Especially if this is something that you've always wanted to do, or, you know, you envision yourself doing. Just do it. Just do it. Okay? Let's get one more on that. Two of Swords. You guys have already climbed so many obstacles. Yeah, we had the Magician that came out. It fell on the floor, so. But the Magician came out for this Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So again, I talked about the Magician's tool belt. We were talking about that. You guys already have all the tools you need to forge your own way, to do what it is that you want to do. I don't really feel like I need to get any other messages here. Yeah. Any challenges that come up, I have the Five of Wands and the King of Cups that came out. Be emotionally intelligent if there's anything that comes up, especially if there is, if you want to create something, okay? You may have people, and we talked about deprivation of sunlight, okay? Some people, I'm getting a message here for some of you, especially those of you that want to be an entrepreneur. Some people may not support you, okay? I'm going to be very honest. I don't sugarcoat my readings. Some people may not support you. There is a need for you to be emotionally intelligent. Do not feed into this energy. Do not feed. People may feel like they're in competition with you. Don't feed into that, okay? Keep doing you. Everybody has enough room in this planet to grow. You know, tell them to go kick rocks low-key and keep it pushing. That's basically the message that I'm getting here. Like, don't pay attention to it. Just keep investing into yourself, okay? Keep investing into yourself. Keep blooming. Keep your boundaries up as well. Boundaries here too, especially if you guys want to do something out in the public or create something. Um, you know, just be mindful because I don't know. There's something here with some people may not support you. And again, pile three, this is something that's part of your purpose to help you tap more into that masculine energy. Because again, I don't know, some of you have a hard time, like maybe you are more comfortable in your feminine energy. And when I say you're comfortable in your feminine energy, I'm not saying you guys aren't doers and go-getters or anything like that, because the feminine energy, she can be like that, but she does it in her own way. Okay, like we think of the Empress, right? She goes after what she wants, she creates, she gives birth to, she nurtures, but she doesn't chase. At this stage here for you guys, pile three, your guardian demons are actually saying, we need you to get up and go chase your dreams. Like, they want the action, so it's tangible. Like, it's already been created. We need to now go and be full throttle, full force, and really bring it down to 3D. Okay, we need to make this happen. Make it happen is what I'm getting here. Okay, you guys are very resilient. You guys are very enlightened, capable of doing your own thing. Okay, but again, just be wary that there are people out there who may not support you. Okay, they may not. It could be jealousy. Okay, it could be, you know, just be mindful. Just be mindful. That's all. All right, because like I said, that Nine of Pentacles is very close to that Ten of Pentacles. So whatever you do, if you, again, entrepreneurial things, creative, something new that's creative, or a new creative job that you enter into, you know, just be mindful. Okay, some people feel like they're stuck and don't want to see other people extend outside the rat race, so to speak, right? Or the normal box. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But you guys are more than capable. It's nothing, it's just a little warning here that I'm getting for some of you guys for your guardian demons, but that's what I'm seeing here. Don't allow your mind or lack of finances destroy your dreams, okay? To getting to what you feel is your life purpose. Do not allow that. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we could get advice here. So the advice here is Two of Wands, and the advice is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Basically, literally, just like I said, get up and get moving. Put it into action. Make it happen. That's literally all that is. Alexa, turn off. Yeah, I'm getting just move forward. You guys already planted a seed. It's time for you guys to nurture that. Okay? Nurture that. Nourish. It's coming out here, but you guys got to tap into that masculine energy and just go after your dreams. That's all I keep hearing. Your guardian demons are like yelling. They're like, go after your dreams, pile three. Go. Run. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Yeah. I'm going to end it here. So this was the message I received for you guys, pile three. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye, guys.